Long years ago, we made a trust with destiny, and now that time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the whole world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. 15th August 1947, midnight. India awakes to a new life of freedom. But 2 centuries of colonial rule had decayed India from the dwell, leaving the country within poverty and hunger. Our founding fathers set out to wipe every tear from every eye. They needed a pole star, that single focal point to make India modern and progressive, something that captured the uniqueness of the chaotic but eternally hopeful nation, a bright light to illuminate the dark storm, flashing the horizon of the future. The 1920s was an uncertain period for the Indian national movement, and then came the Chauri Chaura answering it. Mahatma Gandhi suspended the non-cooperation movement. On 3rd February 1928, the Simon Commission arrives to view the Act of 1919 and was met with widespread protest as it had no Indian representation. The British in their arrogance proclaimed that Indians were incapable of self-rule and deciding for themselves. Lord Birkenhead, the Secretary of State, in response to the Indians' reaction, laid down the challenge at the House of Lords. The founding fathers rose to the occasion, and all-party conference was convened in February and May 1928. Led by Nehru, the committee drafted the Nehru Report in September 1929, demanded self-government under dominion status within the empire. But Muhammad Ali Jinnah rejected the report, stating that from then on Hindu and Muslim parts, but different. He further countered the report with his infamous 14 points in March 1929. Meanwhile, the annual session of INC was held in Lahore in 1929 under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru. They voted for the historic resolution of complete independence and declared the last Sunday of January 1930 as Independence Day. The resolution gave British Parliament the ultimatum that if they accepted the report by 31st December 1929, Congress would adopt it as it is. If not, they would insist on complete independence. December 31st, 1929. The British have paid no heed to the ultimatum, and thus the Swaraj flag is proudly unfurled. The freedom fighters were prepared for the fight. It was an event so monumental. It would change the course of history itself. Elections were held in 1937. INC came into power and foreign ministries in almost all provinces for the first time under the British rule. India could become directly associated with the government. The dreams of Indians holding the power of the government and serving the masses have become a reality. But the child didn't last long. World War II was initiated. Congress ministries resigned in 1939, protesting them the caused decision to involve India in the war without consulting the Indians. Multiple attempts of involving India in World War II failed with its end. The decline of British Empire became inevitable. Mutiny amongst the naval rankings and the Air Force was the final nail in the coffin. The Cabinet Mission Plan arrived in 1946 to try and reach a settlement acceptable to all major stakeholders. The plan became the foundation of the establishment of Constituent Assembly for a total of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, over 11 sessions and sitting for 166 days. The Assembly debated and discussed the various challenges faced in the new nation. The ideas of liberty, equality, fraternity and justice were embedded deep into our Constitution. On 26th January 1950, the Constitution was enforced in its entirety. It is the foundation of free India which we have become so accustomed to. It is our duty as citizens to know it, understand it, nurture it and defend it. It is our duty to remember so that we can build India of our dreams.